So I gathered my favorite photos from the Multiverse of Madness wave and made this. Woohoo! Hello, this is Ken. I like making things. I love finding affordable ways to DIY a variety of things. Money can't buy everything except maybe figures. I love collecting figures and recreating iconic scenes. Every figure deserved to shine on my display. So every week I ask myself the same question and answer it by creating something I'm proud of. Join my weekly adventure by subscribing to my channel. Leave your feedback and suggestions down below. I often get inspired by your comments, and I hope I can inspire you too. Last week, I customized the astral form Doctor Strange and transformed him into Sinister Strange. Painting the third eye was quite a challenge, but it turned out quite well. Check it out. Today, I want to work on the Winter Soldier. When I first saw the promotional images, I told myself I didn't need this. But I really like Captain America too. It's one of my favorite MCU movies. This version of the Winter Soldier is also my favorite. He felt like a real threat as a silent assassin. However, this figure... Let's deconstruct this figure. I believe the body's in old mode, so it does have this dated look to it, especially the pants. It makes the legs look very segmented, so attention is pulled away from the face down to his legs, trying to figure out why they are shaped like that. Speaking of face, it's great that they provided two heads, but neither of them capture the Winter Soldier's deadly assassin feel. The hairpiece looks too much like a wig. Now I can't really change the mold of the figure, so I can only change the colors. Bucky here has a very monochromatic look to him, so I can't really make any drastic changes, but I can adjust the texture to make the figure look more natural and less like he's made out of the same plastic. So, can I make it? Let's start with... Oh, it's time to retire this paper. It's becoming a distraction. That's better. I'm gonna start by painting his pants black. The black isn't dark enough to deepen the color, but it'll mattify the texture, making it look more like fabric. There are some paint apps on the knee pads and the boots. I do like the brownish hue on them, so I'm only applying a small amount of black to darken them slightly. Next, I'm applying a varnish over its upper body to make it look glossier. My goal is to make it look more like leather. There's already some brown painted on the upper body, but it's not very obvious, so I'm going to add some brown back in. I'm going to highlight the straps with the brown. Next, I'm going to add some buckles and buttons back in with silver. Subtle details like these will make the figure look less unpainted. Now that I got silver on my brush, I'm going to paint his arm. The original silver is pretty good. I just want to see if I can make it look even more metallic. Okay, this may seem strange, but I want to add some blue to his arm. Blue is a cool toned color. It will make the arm seem colder. It also subtly adds a bit of color to the monochromatic outfit. And then, I'm going to fill in the lines with the black to give the arm that segmented look. Oh, I also noticed that his glove fully covers his hand in the movie, so I'm going to paint over the hole. And finally, I'm applying a layer of varnish over the arm to make it shinier. Time to work on the face. Oh man, that hair. That hair is not doing him any favors. First, I'm going to make him a bit paler. After all, he's been frozen for so long. Bad circulation. He also didn't get to shave much, so I'm going to add some facial hair back in. This will also visually reshape his jaw, shrinking his jaw and making it look less squarish. And his hair. They give him reddish brown hair. I personally think it's too red. I prefer a more yellow kind of brown. Okay, all done. Here's the before and after. The face looks more lifelike now. The hair color seems more natural, but the shape is still wonky. A slight improvement overall. Now let's work on the masked head. I'm not a big fan of the masked look, but in this case, I think this head is the better of the two. I'm just doing the same thing again, and ended with a bit of varnish on the front side of the mask. Alright, here's the masked head. Not much differences. Now let's look at the full before and after. I still think this head is off, but the arm looks a bit more metallic. The matte pants don't pull your attention downwards like the original. Here's what it looks like up close. The hair in the turtleneck piece make it seem like he has no neck, but the upper body is a bit more defined now. I'm still not liking the head. The face isn't too bad, it's the hair sculpt that isn't working. Okay, let's see if the masked head is any better. Nothing drastic, but unlike the original, my eyes go straight to the head first instead of his legs. The subtle change in the glossiness shifts the attention to his upper body, especially when looking at it up close. The figure doesn't seem as flat as before, so I think I prefer this head over the other one. He just looks more menacing with the mask on, and the hair is a bit less distracting. What do you think? Which head do you prefer? Let me know down below. Hey, you can now support me on Patreon. I post quite regularly there, from behind the scenes updates to sneak peeks to video breakdowns. Top tier members will receive a DIY 3D mini poster every month. These mini posters look great by themselves, but even cooler next to other mini posters. I love making things, and this is my way to thank my supporters. The link to my Patreon is in the description box down below. What I do find interesting is that the figure looks better when the camera is in motion. The movements distract the viewer from focusing on the shape of his hair. He also looks more threatening this way too. His expression seems to make more sense like this for some reason. Just something I noticed, kinda weird. Here are the 3 Buckies. I feel like Hasbro still hasn't released a great Bucky figure. They all look slightly off in my opinion. Costume-wise, I still like the black one the most. Okay, this is the reason why I got this figure. He looks great next to Black Widow. All I need now is Stealth Suit Cap. Oh, I also tried swapping the Infinity War head onto this figure. It kinda works. I think this can be the Civil War Bucky. Alright, time for a photo shoot. This is what I mean when I said he looks better when the camera is in motion. My eyes can't look away from the hair. Everything else looks fine, except for the head. It is better when it's an upper body shot. That's when his face shines. But as soon as I pull the camera back, he starts to look more creepy than menacing. He did come with a bunch of accessories, so that's nice. His face actually looks pretty decent. Now let's see how the masked head looks in photos. It actually looks pretty good. He doesn't look as toyish here. He's actually quite easy to balance. Those big boots of his give him a lot of support, so I can do more natural looking poses with him. Here are the other Buckies again. And here's the Infinity War head on the body. The face looks so much more natural as a whole. Maybe I can recreate the airport scene from Civil War. I do have the Civil War cap that's waiting to be displayed, but Cap is significantly smaller than Bucky, which looks kinda weird. I can't wait till they release Stealth Suit Cap, so I can complete my Cap 2 collection. These photos will look so cool with that figure. Alright, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give this video a like and subscribe to see more Marvel Legends content. I'll get to the Thor figures soon. Until then, stay inspired and I'll see you next week. I can make it, so can you.